is an endless scream in nature's womb. I have felt no peace here until now. Your eyes, Stira. There is pain, endless and deep, but also devotion, blazing like the sun. You're in love, are you not? You are wise to admit it. When it comes to love, vulnerability is armor, truth a sword, and trust a shield. I pray you wield all three, Stira. Bring the one you love to me. I will look into your hearts and see if your love is eternal or doomed eternally.
Oh, my love, how could I say no?
Close your eyes, little ones. Be still as stone to earth. And remember to breathe. I see you. I see the bond between you. So tender, so fragile. But do you see it for yourselves? Astarion, a tumultuous past, hides behind a mirthful grin. The heart is fraught, so let us begin with the joyous. When is he happiest?
Guilty as charged, sometimes literally.
Hear how your bond thrums with pleasure. Strong, vital, pulsing with affection. Many things delight the heart, but only one makes it sing. Tell me, what does he desire more than anything?
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
The sweetest loves dance lightly on the tongue, but now we must dig deeper, into the most painful reaches of the spirit. Fear sits in the soul of all. To tame it, we must name it. Astarion, what is his deepest fear?
Ha! Well, when you look this good... Well, you were right every time. I almost wish you hadn't been, but, you do know me.
How close you are. Two hearts beating a perfect rhythm. But I know the truth. Only one face haunts your dreams each night. Close your eyes, sweetness, and she will come to you.
Look at it, come crawling home, hands stained with the bone lord. You waste time soft soothing these flesh bags for the knife. I could end it now, but I'll be patient. Father will see us together again. He will. see you bleed.
So Aaron is a shapeshifter. What's she watching?
It's not enough. We have a gallery of villains to look out for, but now we could be infiltrated by a shape changer? I can't even tell if any of you are acting strange because you've been replaced or because this group is full of weirdos. I won't lie. The thought hardly fills me with... Neither will I, darling. We both know what it is capable of, but I'm not touching it. Good. I had...
Aren't you... I knew there was a story here, and there you are, the hero of the hour, walking right up to me. The name's Lens, reporter with the Baldurs Mouth Gazette. Care to do a quick interview? I'm here looking for my next angle, but it's all the same. Oppression, famine, death. I need something new. Someone like you. It won't take more than 2 moments. So, you've arrived at Baldur's Gate. What's brought you here at a time like this? You're planning to indulge yourself in some of the darker corners of the city? No need to hide anything. We're all sinners by someone's yardstick. I imagine you've a need to let off some steam after your recent adventures in the shadow-cursed lands. My sources tell me you recently vanquished the fearsome General Ketheric Thorm. How did you manage that? Defying the gods themselves. I had no idea. Taking out one of the Absolute's generals was no mean feat. You must feel confident for the battles ahead. The cult's threat is far from extinguished. What's your plan of attack? Perhaps it could inspire some like-minded citizens to help your cause. You must have some strategy in mind. Don't worry. I already have everything I need.
I see how you slither closer, belly dragging in the filth. Father is laughing at you. You think you can hide your purpose? You are a brutish butcher. Your blunted skull has no vision for deceit. Oh, do not worry, slaughterkin. My blades are still sharp and sweet. They will greet you soon enough. She's toying with me.
Brilgor might have been a criminal, but he was no murderer. You're missing something. You have to be.
Enough, Yanis. Listen to yourself. You are defending a man who ritually slaughtered... The evidence speaks for itself.
Shitey little elephant. Oh, I apologize. I wouldn't go that far. But the investigator is being particularly challenging right now. 2 people just died on temple grounds. Investigator Valeria thinks it's a... Feel free to look around the temple. But fair warning, the investigator won't change her mind without significant new evidence. Valeria never found the murder weapon, so that could be a... Chares's caress would be my best. I really hope you find...
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Hiding Brilgor must protect innocent. Lord, a poisoned blade.
The spell's power.
Cazador promised you your freedom. And you believed him? Ha! You were never burdened with intelligence, Petras. But your load seems especially light these days.
Astarion! It cannot be.
Oh, that's no way to welcome back a brother, doll. Didn't you miss me?
Why would you come back? You got out. You were free.
Isn't it obvious, sister? He wants to ascend with the rest of us. He heard about the ritual and the power our master will grant us, so he came back with his tail between his legs, hoping all would be forgiven.
You always were an idiot, Petras. Why does Cazador need me? What is he planning?
Brother! Please!
You heard them. Tell me what I need to know. Now!
The Master is preparing the Black Mass beneath his palace. There's a defiled chapel. It was hidden there the entire time, hidden from us all.
Keep talking.
The Black Mass, it will be his triumph. He'll complete the ritual and emerge the vampire ascendant. He'll walk in the sun. He'll be free of the hunger. He'll wield power no vampire has ever possessed. Best of all, we'll join him. His loyal servants walking in the light as living vampires. We'll be free, brother.
You can't believe that. You can't be that stupid.
We deserve this, Astarion. Can't you see? We've given him everything. Our blood and tears. And he's finally going to reward us. And you will be with us when the time comes. It's fate.
Yes, and they'll be trembling in fear when they tell him. They're no threat to us. And they have no choice but to do Cazador's bidding. I pity them. Still, though, a living vampire. Who wouldn't be interested? It's the ultimate freedom from the hunger. Freedom to live a real life in the sun. No tapple required. Well, I knew I was right about you. And now we know. All right, let's...
When you gaze long into the abyss also gazes into you. You have reached the time of majority, and you shall come into your birthright. But another seeks to disinherit you. Do not let her be your death. Your father loves you. You have already made us so proud. Slaughter your line. Become the last of your line. Lord Baal shall have but one chosen.
Memories flood back, snatches of your story written in the blood of 1,000 victims. Years spent in worship of Baal, leading his savage congregation in prayer, sacrifice, and slaughter. You were their master, and he was yours. A cruel master, a dread lord, a devoted father. All is greater than you could have dreamed. You are a spawn of Baal, his heir, his scion. The cruelty of the Slayer leaps around within. You are not the last of your name. Not yet. There is another. The abomination wrapped in flesh you saw in the colony. Orin, dear sister, must die by your hand, an offering in Baal's sanctum. Your heart pines for the love of your lord. Today is a wonderful day for murder.
I almost believed you this time.
Stand down, villain. In the name of the Steel Watch, aggressive action will not be tolerated in the presence of the patriarchs of this proud city. Correct your tone, citizen.
Dearest patriarchs, but a moment. I must greet a most honored guest. Crawling back from her bloody disgrace, it's my favorite assassin. Gods, you're a sight for sore eyes. Orin told me she made a fool of you, but I should have known you wouldn't go down that easy. Then she didn't lie. The past is lost to you. Let me clear up some mysteries then. We share so much history. You and I initiated this plot. We discussed in depth the failures of our predecessors and how to avoid them. We understood that if we were to unite, no one could stand in the way of the Dead Three. So, unite we did. First, we obtained the crown. Then we enslaved the brain. From there, it was but a small step to the most successful religious hoax ever perpetrated. In Baal's name, you set your bloody daggers to cause panic in the streets, killing in the Absolute's name. You would have carried out that part of the plan had Orin not ruined your hard work. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorm. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. The faithful will do anything in the name of their god. It was all going so well, until you vanished. Orin informed us that henceforth she would speak for the Temple of Baal, and act on their behalf. But she made a mess of things. Unlike you, she cannot control herself. Good, good. I can see you're still your old self. When Ketheric fell, I feared the worst. That our plans would fail like so many before because of discord among ourselves. Now you've returned. We can achieve all of our dreams still. You brought Thorm's Netherstone. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the Crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, a bleak prospect. But it's a fate that can be avoided if you and I renew our old partnership. Together, we can still restore authority over the brain. Ousting Orin and helping you reclaim your birthright would be my greatest honor. With Ketheric felled, Orin proves treacherous. She craves the Netherstones for her own, desperate to impress Baal. She only cares for blood, and your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. So I turn to the Scion of Baal. You are his dear lady. He created you to rule. Let's make our pact anew. A divine oath, sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
The urge, the deplorably brutal urge sickens within you. When you level the world over, that dead world must be yours alone. But first you will rule, then you will ruin.
What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance...
An ally could be useful, at least for now. And when he's no longer useful, well, we can dispose of him then.
Orin is unreliable. This one shows promise. She keeps her word, I keep mine. We will rule as one. Then let it be writ by the black hand of Bane. I, Lord Enver Gortash, swear I shall do you no harm. We will rise together over Toriel as a roaring sun. Let me demonstrate why you made the right choice. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a thorough investigation. You'll find I speak the truth.
A shapeshifter? It could be anyone. I mean, it's not me.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. The Baal Temple, your old haunt, now reeks of her ichors. Do you even remember how to find it? It's a secret even to me. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the... You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, why call you enemy when I could repair an old friendship? Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. Then we proceed. the Patriarchs await. Distinguished Dukes, Patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
wander. Enough for you to wander in. Forgive me. I am drained. Ever since you killed Ketherick and took his netherstone, the Chosen's control of the brain has been brittle. Its rebellion against Orin and Gortash has been fierce, even as it executes their final orders. Once those orders are complete, there is a good chance it will break free.
You feel the Emperor's fear as if it were your own. An elder brain enslaved is one thing. An elder brain unleashed will be the end of everything.
Beautiful, isn't it? The mighty Prince Orpheus, contained in submissive slumber. Come. You may as well sit a while, now that you are here. Your company isn't unwelcome. We are more alike than you would like to acknowledge. I am merely further along in my evolution than you. I understand my outer membrane and appendages unnerve you. But despite my exterior, I'm haunted by memories. You are impatient. Even in Adley, though my relationship with Berlin was different, and yet you emulated so very well. You remain
A weary traveler, battered and bruised. You come for sustenance, no decadence. A mien cool as ice, yet eyes burning hot. Oh yes, I know your bliss. A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip, she gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? I thought as much. Those eyes tell a story. Punishment is your pleasure. It's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. She isn't here today, alas. Your penance must wait. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she did not miss that. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole. Sweeting. This is Baldur's Gate. I've seen more murders than a butcher's right eye. There'll be time for tears. Cruel as it is, I must turn my mind to business, or, more precisely, the lack of it. I have little coin, but I offer sin in a butt. Talk with the Drow twins in the Anything else on your mind, sweeting? The client. But everyone who's paid a visit look exceedingly handsome.
We will continue dancing.
You don't have to think about it. I want to. I just have such a headache. I wish I could kiss you better. I mean, to try.
Another case closed, another bottle open. Huzzah to Valeria! Hang on a tick. I recognize that face. You were talking to Yanis after I left the temple. I'll bet she's put you up to something. Why must you busybodies insist on interrupting a perfectly good night? I know that look. You remind me of Devella. Fine. If you doubt my conclusions, out with it. What have you found? That doesn't make sense. Why would this dwarf kill father? I want something compelling. Hard, tangible evidence. You're telling me more than one person has been killed. I need hard evidence and a motive. Why would someone else kill Lorgan? How can we be sure it wasn't Brilgor? That's quite the discovery. No, I want proof. Really develop. I assumed it was. Fine, I'll bite. What's your theory? Constable Develler is going to be a... Oh, well...
Tell me, am I beautiful?
More than beautiful. You are the aurora stretched across the north skies. You are the golden dunes swept across the Kalim. You are the fruit of the forbidden palm, soft on my skin, sweet on my tongue. You are my sin and salvation.
Your parasite stirs, and you gaze at the nymph through the flaming fist's hungry eyes. Your muscles shiver with her longing. Your skin burns with her heat.
What's wrong, Jara?
What are you? Wait, I know you.
I most certainly do. Jara is the most valued.
Your face. The Absolute has shown me.
Jara, what's going on? Who's this man?
Your head screams in agony. Change has come. Pustules boiling beneath your skin, your bones twisting, your flesh rupturing. And suddenly, silence.
What's happening? Hells. I'd heard tales of mind flayers. Talons sharp as daggers, and tentacles yet more fearsome. But no tale did justice to its ethereal So the critics have said of Faerun's greatest.
Her gaze intensifies. Your breath quickens, and your heart skips a beat. The woman's senses are heightened and her fire stoked. The mind flayer is no mere curiosity.
Desire is instinct, to both mortal. But perhaps there are other flavors that might satisfy rapture. Close your eyes. The gods themselves cannot grant you. Then a part of you, at least take. I won't forget you.
Indentation for a signet ring. The ring slots perfectly into place, and the approaching the cells, you're met with hollow-eyed faces. There's an almost physical stink of decay and neglect.
Ugh, disgusting. Cazador never fed on wretches like this. They could be sacrifices for the Black Mass, but where did he get them all?
You. I know you. You're the one from the tavern. You smiled and joked and got me drunk.
No. You're dead.
You called me so many sweet things. My name sounded like a lyric on your tongue.
Sebastian.
You remember me?
You were handsome. Shy. You'd never been kissed.
You taught me how. And then you destroyed me.
It can't be. It's not just him. I know so many of these faces. They're my conquests. I pursued them, seduced them, then brought them to Cazador. He told us he was feeding on them, but he turned them to spawn. He turned every last one, so we'd have souls for this cursed ritual.
How long?
What?
How long have I been down here?
170 years. You were one of my first.
My family. My friends. They're gone. You took them from me. You took everything from me. There's no escape. No escape for us. And no escape for you, Astarion. This nightmare never ends, and it's your fault! You did this, damn you! I damn you to the hells! I damn you to misery! I damn you!
I hope so.
Gods above. He kept... I feel ill. All the fools and villains who ever fell for my ploys.
Hey! Hey, you! Smells fresh. And you...
This is no ordinary hunger. This is the hunger of a vampire spawn.
No! Please, you can't! Not like this. Our families can't see what we've become. What Cazador turned us in. His servant kidnapped us. The next thing... Please. If you've any mercy, put us down like the prey we are. That's true. I'm sorry. It's the hunger. It's worse than anything I've ever known. No matter what I do, it just doesn't stop.
Behind the exhaustion, starvation, and fear, recognition stirs in her eyes, and with it, hope.
That's true. The book said so. The spawn are only bound as long as their lord lives. Cazador's got this staff. It controls the doors. If you get it, you can set everyone free. If you get it, somehow. Good luck. If you fail, well...
Oh, this is unexpected. You who follow on the heels of our poor lost son. Has he sent you here to parley on his behalf, hmm? Will he not even speak to his own family? What is family if not the monsters we are obliged to love, hmm? That is why he will come back to me, because he yearns to be with his people, because this is all he knows. Oh, you have been an interesting distraction for him, no doubt, but your time together is over. When you don't return, he will realize he has nowhere else to go. He will Please, did Astarion tell you nothing about me? I am the immortal Cazador-Tar! And I always get what I want.
No healing sleep for you. Wake up!
Get your hands off me, worm!
I'm not the one in the dirt. One last thrust. And I'll be free of you. I'll never have to fear you again. But if I finish the ritual you started, I'll never have to fear anyone. Ever.
You think me a fool? That I would allow anyone to usurp me, speak the words, and ascend in my place? Hmm? The runes I carved into your flesh bind you and all 7,000 souls to the ritual. Complete it, and those bearing the scars will be sacrificed, you included. You are simply a means to an end. I made you to be consumed.
I am so much more than what you made me. I can do this, but I need your help. I need your eyes, in a manner of speaking.
What do you think you are doing?
I'm making what you made me. Use the parasite. Link your mind to mine. Through your eyes, I can see the scars on my back, and copy them onto his.
You would not dare!
I would. And I will. You will be consumed, and all the power you've lusted after will be mine.
Take the power you are owed, Astarion. Whatever the cost.
Help me do this. Please.
Your minds join and your two selves become one. You can feel the knife in your hand, see the scars on his back, and taste his hunger for power.
Yes. Yes. I see it.
What are you doing? Don't! Ah!
Oh, no! Oh, no! No! There. Perfect.
Ungrateful child! Wretched child!
Time to take your place. dominus, has animas offero in sacrificio.
The screams of the prisoners ring in your ears. Their time is almost up.
Nunc volo potestantem quam policitus es mihi. I can't feel it. That ache in my stomach, that hunger, it's gone. I'm free. I'm finally free! Oh! Oh, it feels delicious. I did. We did. Come on, let's get out of here. I have a brand new world to explore.
Let's get going.
This is it. The hopeless dream dreamt by all of my kind. I am the greatest vampire to ever walk this land. Even the pale knight would have knelt before me. I felt so very little for so long. My edges dulled over the numb years rotting in the boudoir and kennels. Now, I can hear it at last. See it at last. How all the lowly creatures of this plane are begging to serve. How to call upon them. Scurrying footpad in you too. I can tell. Your heartbeat races. You hold your breath while I speak. You await my command. The world will stir in fear. Everything will be ours. Everything. I already hear the world whispering in sweet surrender. And I feel alive.
Hold there, Spawn.
Spawn. I am the vampire ascendant.
We're not done. Not even close. My name's Alma. My people are monster hunters. Those of us that remain, that is. Your companion at...
You can't blame a Spawn for the sins of his master. Any good monster hunter should know that.
True. So imagine my surprise when I heard you'd fled. Heard you were a rogue Spawn, free from Cazador's control. We searched half the Sword Coast for you, hoping you could help us destroy him. Only one blood-sucking beast replaced with another. Our children sacrificed to birth a monster.
Please, there's no need for such language. You wanted Cazador dead, And now he is. I even killed a few thousand spawn whilst I was at it. You should be thanking me for saving you the trouble.
There is no greater or lesser.
Look at the hate in their eyes. They won't ever stop hunting me.
We gave you a choice, and you chose power, as your kind always does. But I still have hope for you, that you will make a better choice. Will you stand against it? Then you are as much a monster as he. Kill them.
It's still moving.
Hush your fussing. Nine Fingers had this one made especially. That little mouthful will barely slow it down.
But the stories...
Stories. Tall tales and big names, lad. Don't let them fool you. Elminster the Archmage, Drist the Drow Exile. Heroes have power, aye, but not half so much as we do. A little coin into the right purse. A soft word in the right ear. It's not glory that spins these plains, lad. It's gold. See? Now. Moradin's cracked clay.
There is no gold in here! If there is one thing Minsk hates more than beasts with bad breath... You... The Absolute has shown me your face, villain. I will beat it into a more pleasing shape!
Enough play, Stone Lord. The Absolute has other plans for this one. Nine Fingers set a poor trap, little banker. Let the Absolute's faithful show you how it is done. Now come, Stone Lord. We have the gold, and the Absolute has need of it elsewhere.
As you say, Jaheira.
Squall! It's too late for me, but not for you. Run, as fast as your legs can carry you. Then your pride will be the death of you, as it will for me. Or in the Red... She... our camp, bore me here to Baal's enclave. She slit my belly and filled her cup with my blood. A toast, she said, to her false god. She told me when her cup ran dry, she'd come for the rest of me. I'm done for. I will hold her off as long as I'm able. Run while you still can. Don't even think about fighting her. This foe... You'd scuttle away so easily. To think I saw courage in you.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Orin will take care of you and your little pet. Do you drown in despair already? Oh, but there's so much more to do. I could peel a fine pelt from the mutt I caught sniffing at your heels. Drag skin from flesh, from bone. I will not slice. Her kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. A child of Baal. One whose veins pump with his poison. I know my slaughter kin is near. So does our father. He wants to see us duel, to taste we shred each other on his unholy soil. But not yet. Not until my kin proves worthy. The tyrant Gortash must be slaughtered. His netherstone must be taken. Step in my domain while the tyrant still sucks air, and I will carve your failure into your pretty plaything's skull. Bring me his stone, and I will set the bait free. Only then can the duel begin. My bloodkin and I will create exquisite carnage. The victor will set the world to slaughter. That is Baal's offer. He will not make another.
Against the darkness swarming his senses, a single light glows. Rage, flaring brighter every moment.
Kill it. Get rid of him.
This wretch has stood against your father before. You tremble to end him. Every part of your rancorous body yearns for it.
Don't be foolish. He is too unpredictable. He will only be a hindrance to us. Fine. Have it your way.
His mind unfolds beneath yours. His rage grows cold.
Mira, you killed her!
The instant's hesitation is...
There. It is done.
In the sudden silence, in the same breath, you share everything that happened to you.
You saved Minsk. Then you... He is... But none like this. Whatever happens, Minsk You... This is Boo. No... A miniature He says we will join with you and cleanse Baldur's gate of evil. Minsk is honored indeed, but you have... Boo and I are... to camp.
That's what you want, isn't it? To be mine. Forever. Then it's everything you shall receive. I will miss this warm flesh, mind you. Shall we have one last night together before you join me in immortality? One for the road, so to speak. Then come with me, my love, and live your final night. On your knees, darling. Tonight, I shall drink every drop of your blood, own your body, kill your mind. It will only hurt a bit. The pleasure will be far greater. You have given me everything. Thank you.
As he drinks more and more, you feel yourself fading from consciousness. When you wake again, you will be his forevermore.
You are so beautiful. And you will be beautiful forever. Thank you for trusting me. Terrifying and brilliant. I knew you'd take it in your stride. Things will be a touch different for you than they were for me when I was a spawn. I'm imbued with unfathomable new talents. I'm fairly certain I can extend Mephistopheles' blessings unto you. I don't intend to die, if you don't. I truly believe we can best the brain united like this. You will be stronger, swifter, sharper, but you won't be different. You're already perfect before. It's hard to improve. As for me, you probably expect this will all happen in due time. But for now, patience is required. Everything lies ahead. From the Crimson Palace, I will govern day and night. I wish we could retreat into our palace already and spend a decade in each other's arms. But first, we must manage the trifling matter of the brain. I'm so lucky I crash-landed next...
Marked improvement.
The creature.
Enter Candle Hollow's tombstone. There you shall.
You gaze upon murder's progeny, child.
His most ill trust.
His faithful departed.
Prodigal servants. Each returns to do his bidding eternally.
This is the court of the Dread Lord's Tribunal. I am its custodian. Here come those who seek to transcend, aspirants of his most profane order, the would-be unholy assassins of Baal. But you are No mere aspirant. I did not expect to see you again. So it is true. You have returned.
Saravok Anchev, a Baal spawn who failed to become chosen long ago. Spilled stain of Father's divine essence left out to dry. Is he your cousin? Great uncle? Brother even? Baal's bilious waters are always a little murky.
I have heard it said you lost your memories. Let me revive them. You were once Baal's favorite. You worshipped him the way he would wish. Your bloodlust innate. Your thirst for butchery unslakable. But you were foolish enough to think yourself untouchable. You didn't see Orin rising through the ranks. You were blinded by her artistry, her devotion. You believed she worshipped you as much as all the others. Your fall was as spectacular as your birth. The purest Baalspawn there ever was. Ruined by her own hubris. But now, you have returned. Tell me, are you here to have your vengeance on my granddaughter? I see why Orin spoke of you with daggered spite. But this is not her dwelling place. Orin resides within our father's temple. She may have usurped you once, but all her rites and rituals will never match her to your natural gift. Baal is about to name a new chosen. All is between you and my granddaughter, Orin, now. And Orin has much to learn. Our Lord does not care for beauty. Baal cares only for death. Death in numbers. Death in droves. It is a lesson Orin will only learn in death. I wonder if you will be the one to teach her. She seeks to sacrifice you in our father's temple. She dreams that your corpse will be her masterpiece. But she forgets, before your incident, you were the true master. You were murder, pure murder. No excesses, no pretensions. I believe you will be the one to slay Orin. And when you do, remember Grandfather Saravok. Remember how he helped you. Return to visit him. And tell the blood-drenched tale of your victory. We have a sacrifice prepared for you, child of murder. Let us celebrate your becoming. Come, child of Baal. Offer thanks unto your father for your birth, and in so doing, be reborn anew. Slaughter this celestial being. Spill its blood into the void, and through eradication of its goodness, be exalted. Spare no violence for the Dreadlord's grace, and savor every moment of the creature's slaughter. Father Baal, your lost child, bathed anew. Arise, unholy assassin.
His most unholy will be done.
Take this amulet, child, and return it to your father's chamber. You are the true inheritor of his will, and he would smile to see you wear it. Cleanse the temple of Arin's girlish shrines, and bring your primal slaughter back to Baal. There is nothing more I can teach you, but if you bring about her death, return to me. We shall revel in the divine memory together, as family.
We should speak.
Unholy assassin. Does have
Walk
a
in blood, unholy assassin. It is Lord Baal's will.
The Death's Head does not speak, only stares, eyes full of malevolence, and perhaps excitement.
Her screams. So loud. Should have cut them off. Squeezed harder. Still, she is silent now.
To say.
You wish to consult me? He is better for... I am glad you recognize the ben... Yes, it is already living up to... But it is not my home anymore. When I came of age, she tried to take my life herself. How so? Well, that gives a great depth of meaning to the bonds. I take no pleasure in his passing. Whatever faults he may have had, no more than you. Life was I sympathize. A meaning, as it is. But I will never forgive him. I take no responsibility for the lives I took. I did nothing in the Absolute's name. I was merely a weapon that it wielded. Every action, even rational mind, the Absolute can make a true... Menzoberranzan is not fertile ground for such messages. But... And whoever sent them was counting on my curiosity overcoming my caution. All it took was a simple act of... No. He invited... We had... Then, quick as lightning, she climbed onto the table. And then she placed the tadpole in my eye. Then there... Soon... Fresh orders? You wish to consult me?
My consort. We are so close to our triumph, I can almost taste it.
You return, taint-blessed kinkiller, having committed the holiest of sins. Your despicable sister lies dead, and your chosen body bathed in her blood. are so full of promise. The perfect chosen. I almost hate to bring a challenge upon you. Baal's will is absolute. The strongest of his bloodline will be chosen. A spawn who kills a chosen must then become chosen themselves. You have done me a great service, child of murder. In eliminating Arin, you have cleared the way for me. With your death, I will prove myself anew. It is Father's way. Perhaps not, but for his honor, I must try. To die by the hand of a chosen is the only death I could ever wish to take. My aching bones in this husk still feel every spark of pain from the crystalline moment of my first death in the temple. Let us die, chosen, as only Baalspawn can.